this is underlined, but I want you to also write in your book. So for each page, you can write. So just maybe make a tick like this. So for each page, you can. Let me just deactivate this first. Okay. So for each page, you can do this, or you can do this. Okay. If the page is important, you have to make the star. If the page is just not very important, you can just make the check. So you have to open your book and then write in every page. Okay, so first I'm going to write the pages on my board. So let's see, we've got 137, 138, 139, 140. Oops. 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145. Okay. Then we have purple, and we use green. Oh, here we go. Okay, so 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162. Okay, and then I use red. 171, 172. Here's another student. Okay, who is number 48? Who is 048? Hello? Who is 048?
ต้นคูณ teacher.
Tongkun. Okay, thank you. So that would be number 3. 048. Thank you very much. So Tongkun is here. Okay, so let's see. 171, 172, 173, 176, and 182. Okay, so let's start and look at the pages. Okay. Okay, let's start with 138. Okay, class, I'm going to tell you what is important in the test and the pages that you have to study. Okay, let's go back. 137. More. A little bit more. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, class, so do you remember homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures? Okay, so which one here is homogeneous? Which one have only one color? So we have syrup. Soup. Yeah, the soup is, but also the soup has some other things in the soup. But the soup is only one color. But the soup also have chilies inside. Which one have only one color? The sand has about 3 or 4 colors, and the soup have, I think, 3 colors. What about the syrup? How many colors?
1 or 2 teacher.
That's it. So the syrup is only 1, and the saline solution also is only 1. So that means they are homogeneous. Okay. So these two are homogeneous because only one color. And these two are heterogeneous because more than one color. If you take out the chilies, it's also going to be homogeneous. But now I can see the chili, so it's heterogeneous. Okay, so this page, how important is this page? It's so-so. It's not very important. It's just okay. Okay, let's go to 138. Now, these pages are very important. Okay, you can see here that you can see the apparatus and also the name of the methods for separating things. So this page is very important. So I'm going to make a star. So like this. So in your book, you can make a star with this page, because this page, it is very important. Okay, so first page, you can just make a check. The 137, just make a check. It means you can study it. Page 138, you can make the star. Okay, and okay, so we have ways to separate things, evaporation, using magnets, and this one is sedimentation. Okay, then the next page also, it is very important. It has hand picking and sieving. You must study this page. So 139 also, I make the star. Okay, so in your book, you can make the star for page 139. Class, are your books open?
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. So page 139 is the important page. And this is about sieving. And we can see here is a sieve. Actually, sorry, that is just a board. Here's the sieve. The sieve is round, and the sieve has holes in it. And so the small things it will go through, and the bigger things it will stay in the sieve. So you can separate gravel and sand. Class, what about if I want to separate coffee beans and coffee? Can I use a sieve, yes or no? Can I separate coffee beans and coffee with a sieve? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you can, but I think filtering is going to be better. So let's go to filtering. There's filtration. You see, this has the special paper inside. It's going to work better. If you use the sieve, you can do it if you have a very, very fine sieve with very, very small holes. You can do it. But I think the filtering is better. Okay, so then we have this page, 140. It's also very important. So sublimation, it means that if I make it hot, it's going to go to a gas. So water, it does not sublime, because water, if I make it hot, it's going to be a liquid. And then if I make it more hot, it's going to be a gas. But this stuff, it doesn't go to liquid. It's just solid or gas or solid or gas. And here are the things that can sublime. So we have dry ice, which is CO2. Naphthalene balls, or that's moth poison or moth poison. Borneol is just some kind of a salt. And camphor, it smells nice. Okay, so these things, they can sublime. And also iodine. Oh, where's the iodine? There it is. Class, what's the color of iodine? What's the color?
Purple, teacher.
That's it. So if you see something, it's purple, you know it's iodine. And yes, iodine can sublime, which means if you make it hot, it's going to be a gas. Okay. So this page is important. This page 140. So 140, you can make the star also. It's very important. Okay, let's go to the next page. This is also important. So we have sedimentation, decantation. Now this word decantation, decant, it just means pour. So class, do you eat cereal in the morning? What kind of breakfast do you eat? Some of you eat cereal. Maybe I can show you a picture of cereal. Let me show you a picture here. Video. I will show you the picture. Okay. So let's just make it smaller and then change this. Okay. Okay. Class, do some of you eat the breakfast like this? Or like this? Or you don't like? Do you eat this breakfast?
No, teacher.
Okay, you don't. Well, I do. I like this breakfast. It's cornflakes. So, and if you have your cornflakes, you always pour milk. And so pour, another word is decant. So let's go back to the book. The decantation, I know it's a very big word, you know, decantation is like 4 syllables, but actually decantation, it just means to pour. And so this is how you can separate the rice and the water. Just very slowly pour out the water and then you have rice. Okay, so if you pour a drink, it's the same as decantation. Okay, so this page is also important. This is page 141. So this is also important. Page 141 also have this star. Okay. Now, sedimentation, if I have sugar or salt, can I use sedimentation? If I put 1 spoon of sugar in the water, can I use sedimentation? Yes or no? So this is a beaker with water. Inside the beaker, we see there is sand, but there's also some pebbles and pieces of leaf and so on. But if I put sugar and salt, it's not going to work because it will dissolve. Then I cannot use sedimentation. But if I put sand, it just goes to the bottom, it doesn't dissolve, so I can use sedimentation. Sedimentation is for something that does not dissolve. Okay, so this 141. Okay, this one is for coffee. So class, if you ever hear filtration, it's coffee. So you can write here on the page, you can write is for coffee. Okay, so tea, no, not really. But it's for coffee. Okay, so filtration, it has something, it's like a sieve, but actually the holes are very, very small because the sieve have the big holes. This one have the small holes. Okay, and the last one, okay, it's not the last one, almost the last one, evaporation. Is for something that dissolves, and if I boil the water, we just see the salt or the sugar, so that's evaporation. So that's page 142. Also, it has a star. Also, it is important, this page. Okay, and the last page is the most difficult page. This one is the hardest one. So if I have water and alcohol, I can separate it. But what is the properties of water and what is the property of alcohol? How can I separate it? So the properties is always important. So let's look at all the properties. Let's start at the first one. Okay. What's the properties of sand and iron? One of them is magnetic and the other one is not magnetic, is the properties. Then the properties of hand picking, we know that the colors can be different, or maybe something is small and something is big. That is the properties. And for sieving, the properties is that we have the bigger pebbles or the bigger grains and the smaller ones. And the bigger ones stay in the sieve and the smaller ones go through. So the size of the particles. So if I have rocks and gravel, or if I have gravel and sand, I can use sieving. Okay, the properties of this, the properties of iodine is it can sublime, but sand cannot sublime. Okay, the properties of this is, the property is it does not dissolve. And then the properties of this, it's a solid and a liquid. And the solid stay in the filter paper and the liquid go through. The property of this is, yes, it can dissolve, but it does not evaporate. So the salt and the sugar, if you boil it and you make it hot, it will not evaporate because it's salt or sugar. But the water, yes, the water will evaporate. So that is the difference in properties. And then the last one, this is the most hardest one. Alcohol and water. So if I make the water hot, it's going to boil. And same with alcohol. But alcohol is going to boil very fast. So if I make it maybe 80 degrees, it's going to boil. And then it will evaporate. But the water, I have to make it very hot. The water has to be 100. So that is a difference in properties. Is a difference in boiling point. Okay, class, maybe you can say this with teacher. Okay. Let's say to use distillation, please say with teacher. For distillation, where's Mont? So class, so for this one, you see there's a liquid here, but it's a mix. It's a mix of two things. It could be a mix of alcohol and water. Now, if we boil it, if we make it hot, the alcohol is going to evaporate quickly because the alcohol has a low boiling point. And the water is going to evaporate slowly because the water has a high boiling point. That is the difference in the properties. Okay, and class, this is the most hardest one. If you don't know this one, don't worry, because it's the most difficult one. Hand picking is the most easy. Hand picking is just, hand picking is like this. I have magnets. Now, what is the difference in properties between these magnets? Class, do you think some are small, some are big? What do you think?
What is the teacher?
Yeah, so what is the difference in properties between these magnets? Are they all the same? Are they the same? What is the difference in properties between the magnets? Okay, the answer is they're all magnetic. Each one of them is magnetic. So if I have a magnet, I know all of them is magnetic because they are magnets, okay? But there's another difference, which is the color. See, we have blue, we have red, we have green, we have white. That's why I can use hand picking to separate the magnets, because the property of the magnets of these buttons is the color is different. Okay. So for each thing that we separate, we have to think about the properties. Okay, and the only property here is the difference in boiling point. That is the most hardest separation is page 143. This page is also important. Okay, so all of these pages, 138 to 143, they are all important. This is all the separation methods. Okay, so I will ask you, what's the difference in properties between A and B? And maybe A and B is a different color. Maybe one is magnetic, another one is not magnetic. Maybe it can dissolve. Okay, so let's go to 150, 154, 144. Okay, class, now here, there's a question in your test for tomorrow about this page. Maybe I'll help you a little bit. So what about these beans? Are they heterogeneous or homogeneous? How many colors do you see, class? One color? Two colors? Three colors? Class, do you see the beans?
Yes.
Okay, how many colors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Many.
A lot, yeah. I think maybe 5 or 6. So if it's one color, it's homogeneous. So I see 5 or 6 colors, so it's heterogeneous. Now we cannot use a magnet because they are not magnetic. We cannot use distillation. You cannot boil this, but you can use hand picking because it has different colors. Okay, so that is for this page 144. You can study it. It's not very important, but you can study it. So it's just check. So 144, you can just make a check. This page. Okay, so let's see, 145. It's a little important, maybe it's not very important, but it's a little important. Kinds of mixtures. So 145 you can study, but it's not very important. It's just a little important. Okay. Then let's go to 156. So all of these other pages don't have to study, don't have to study, don't have to study, don't have to study. 156 is over here. Okay. Okay, this is the kinds of rocks. Now, class, you know there are 4 types of rocks. So igneous, intrusive is the magma, and extrusive is the volcanoes, and also we have sedimentary, and also we have metamorphic. And this page is very important. So page 156, you have to study. So I make the star. And in your book also, you can make a star. Okay. The 156, yes, it's important. Okay. It's the different kinds of rocks. 157 is also important. So this one is, let's see, we can do this. Intrusive. Yeah. So this is the magma rocks or intrusive. Now, these rocks here, you have to also find them in your test. And class, when you do the test, you can open your book and read in your book. So this is the test where you can use your book, but you still have to study. Okay. So if you see the rock, which is gabbro, you know it is intrusive. If you see pumice, you know it's extrusive. If you see shale, you know it's sedimentary rocks. So you have to look at the name of the rock. It will help you to see what kind of rock. But there's also something else you can look is the size of the crystals. Okay, and I'm thinking maybe I will give you this other page, which I always tell you this page is important. And tomorrow, you will need it when you have your test. So I'm going to show you this page again. Where is it now? Okay, it's not here. Let's find it. This is it. Okay. There we go. Okay, I will put it on the line also. P6 science and this. P6. Okay. Okay. Okay, class, at this one, I always talk about this table because it's quite important. And this is about the extrusive and the intrusive rocks. One of them has the big crystals and one of them has the small crystals. So this is the lava rocks or the volcanic rocks. It has the small crystals. And here is the magma rocks. It has the big crystals. Okay, so this is quite important. And tomorrow it's going to be a question for your test. Okay, let me just go back to the book. Okay, so 156 is important. 157 is important. Very, very, very important. 158, yes, it's important. 159, yes, it's important because it's sedimentary rocks. Okay, and then this one, metamorphic rocks, also it is important. This is 160. Okay, so let's ask some questions about these rocks. Okay, class, so I will ask you the question and you have to say, what rock is it? Okay, first question. Which rock have fossils? Which rock have fossils? Class, are you there? Hello?
Yes.
So which rock has fossils? So if we look here, we see it is this one, sedimentary. It says here, has fossils. Okay, the sedimentary has fossils. Okay, if I ask which rock has the big crystals? Which rock has the big crystals? Then let's see here. So this is the magma rocks, and actually it's this one. It has large grains. Large grains, it also means big crystals. Okay, if I ask you which rocks form when it's very hot and a lot of pressure, class, do you know which rock is that? So that would be this one. When the rock is changed into something else. Okay, so class, all of these pages are important. So page 156, 157, 158, 159, and 160, they are all important. Okay, then the rock cycle, you only have to look at sedimentary rocks. So only look at sedimentary. Okay, so this is page 161. So for 161, just look at sedimentary rocks. You don't have to worry about the other rocks, only sedimentary. Okay. Then let's see 162. Oh, this is so easy. Class, do you remember what can you do with rocks? Do you remember the uses of rocks? So you can make jewelry, you can make a statue, you can make a building, you can use it for toothpaste, and so on. Okay, that's 161 and 162. So yes, it's important. You can study it. It's okay. Okay, that's it for rocks. Now let's look at fossils. And we are starting with page 171. Okay, it's here. Okay, class, do you remember in the class I told you about the cupcakes and the footprint and trapped in amber? Do you remember? This is the types of fossils. Okay, so in your test, I will ask you for the types of fossils. Actually, that question is going to be very easy because I will ask you about a worksheet which you have done. So it's going to be very, very easy. Okay, so types of fossils, this page, yes, it is important. So I make the star. 171 has the star. 172, it's also important. So we have petrified fossils, molds and casts, trace fossils, and carbonization. Okay, so this is also important. So I make the star. Okay, 173. Okay, this is also important. This is about why do we study fossils? Okay, class, do you want to try to answer this question? Why does an archaeologist study fossils? Why do they look at the dinosaur bones, class? Do you know? Let's ask some students. Let's see, who's still here? Who's Itsara? Guide. Why do people look at dinosaur bones? Do you know? Number 8, guide. Dada, do you want to try? Okay, the answer is on this page. This is why people look at fossils. So you can learn about some animals or some plants that lived a long time ago. You can learn something. You can find the age of the fossils. You can find oil and coal. You can find information about habitats, about where did the animals live? Was there forest? Were there forests? What was the sea like? And find about the things about the past. Okay, and learn something about evolution. Okay, so that's why we study the fossils. Okay, so this page is also important. Actually, it's pretty important. Okay, 176. Okay, so these pages, 174 is okay. 175 is okay. Don't have to study. 176, maybe I ask some of these questions in your test. You can look at these questions. Maybe I will ask one of them for your test. Okay, and the last page, 182. Okay, 182 is the same. Maybe teacher will ask one of these questions for your test. Okay, so you can just study it. Okay, and so now I've finished. So this is in your book. These are the pages that you have to study, and the stars are the important pages. So I will.
Sure, I don't need.
Don't worry, I will take the photo for you. Oh, you want to go to the toilet? Okay, so I will take the photo of these pages. And I will put it on the line. 6. Okay. Okay. Okay, class, so your test, so let's look at your test again. Where is it? One. Okay, so for the test, it's going to be mixtures, rocks, and fossils. So there are only 3 kinds of things. So actually, you don't have a lot of experiments. Mostly it's just questions. And there will also be questions about old worksheets in the test. So let's look at some of the old worksheets quickly. P6 Science. There was one I want to show you. I think it's this one. Okay. Next. Okay, class, let's see if you can do this worksheet with me. So let's start with this one. What is this one? Is it mold? Is it petrified? Is it trace? Who wants to try? So this is like, it's like an oven pan. It's not the cupcake, no. It's the pan for the cupcake.
Mod.
Thank you. Okay, here we have something, looks like a footprint.
Fresh fossil.
Yeah, good job. Okay. And here we have something, it looks like candle wax, but it's orange. And it's a mosquito.
Amber.
That's it, trapped in amber. Good job. Okay, here we have the tree. It looks like a rock, but it's a tree. So the tree becomes the stone. So what is it? When you turn into stone, when you change into the stone, you are petrified. So it's this one, petrified. Okay, this one is very, very thin. And you can see the picture.
Taiwan film.
That's right. This is like a cupcake.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, class, so these ones, maybe they are going to be in your test. Okay, there's another one I also want to do about rocks quickly, so we can review. It's also about rocks. On computer? No, I think it's this one. Let me find it. No. Try again. No, it's not this one. No, 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 no. It's not this one. It's, no. Ah. Okay. Okay, guys, I want to review one more worksheet with you because some of the worksheets will also be in the test. So I want you to remember this one. Okay, so let's see. So this one, what is this?
Diamond.
It's a diamond. Very good. So yes, a diamond. Okay, then what about this one? It has big crystals. It starts with a G. Okay, let's do this one later. Okay, what about this one? It's inside your pencil. So if you open your pencil, you see this. And do you know
Clay.
what? Say again. It's not clay. If you open your pencil, what is in your pencil? It's black. Do I have a pencil? Yes, I do have a pencil. So inside your pencil, there's the black rock. And it's carbon. And actually, it's this one. Graphite. Graphite. Okay, let's look at this one. It's for the statue. So if I want to build a statue, what kind of rock do I use? Clay, granite, marble, or gypsum?
Marble.
Clay.
Marble is right. Okay. And so clay actually is for bricks. So, and clay actually is this one. So normally gypsum is white, but in this picture the clay is white. Okay, class, now gypsum is something I use if I break my arm, I can put a cast around my arm, and also I can use it to build the ceiling. So which one is gypsum, class? The gray rock or the white rock?
White rock.
That's it. Good job. Yes. So gypsum, I think normally gypsum is white. In this color, in this case, it's a little bit more orange. And then granite is for the kitchen table. Granite is very hard. Okay, so let's look again at these. So diamond is very easy. I'm sure you know diamond. Graphite is the pencil lead, or the inside of the pencil is graphite. Granite is for the kitchen table. It's very hard. It has big crystals or big grains. Marble is for a statue. It's also very hard, actually. Then we have clay. It's not so hard. Normally clay can be brown or orange, but this one is white. And then we have gypsum. It's very soft. So gypsum is almost like, where's my chalk? There it is. Gypsum is also almost like this. Class, you know, teacher used this to write on the blackboard. This is chalk. And gypsum is like this. It's quite white. It's very soft. And you can use it to make ceilings. Okay, so let's look at these things. Okay, so which ones are hard and which ones are soft? What about the diamond? Hard or soft? Very, 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 very hard. Okay, what about the granite? Kitchen table, hard or soft?
Hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. What about the pencil lid inside the pencil? Hard or soft? So if you open your pencil, you see the black. Is it hard or soft?
Soft.
Yeah, it's soft actually. You can break it with your nail. You can break it. So it's pretty soft. Okay, now what about this? This is gypsum. Hard or soft?
Soft.
Yeah, you're right. This is clay. Hard or soft? So if you have clay and you put it in the oven and you make it hot, you have a brick. But before you make it hot, it is not hard. You have to make it very hot, and then it will be hard. So actually it's soft. Okay, last one. Statue, rock, marble, hard or soft? Marble, hard or soft?
hard,
That's it. Good job. Okay, so these ones are hard and these ones are soft. So gypsum, soft, clay, soft, and graphite, soft. Okay, and then these are the uses. So let's start with the diamond. Class, what do you do with the diamond? Do you know? Diamond is used, yeah?
jewelry,
Jewelry, that's it. Okay, so diamond, jewelry. Okay. Then this one is gypsum. No, sorry, this one is clay. No, this one is gypsum. Gypsum. So it says here, ceilings and walls. So like if you look at the ceiling of this classroom, it's white. And actually, they use gypsum to build the ceiling. Okay, marble. Statues and sculptures. Now this one is clay. You can make a brick, you can make a pot, and you can also make other kinds of art. Then we have graphite is for the pencil. So any pencil, they always have graphite. And the last one, granite for the kitchen table. Okay. So these ones will also be in your taste class. So this worksheet, it is important. It will be, some of this will be in your taste. Okay, class, I think we can stop a bit earlier today. Now, did I already share this photo? Yes, I did. Okay, class, do you have some questions about your test for tomorrow? Tomorrow is 18 January. So tomorrow you have the science test. Do you have questions? Okay, class, I want to make a little deal with you. So if I tell you we can stop the class, will you do some studying for your test?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, class, so we can stop the class for today. I want you to open your textbook and please read your textbook and prepare for the test tomorrow. Tomorrow you can use your textbook. You can look in your textbook. But if you study, you will do a lot better. If you don't study, it will be more difficult for you. Okay, so please look in your textbook. Please make the stars, like I also make the stars here for the pages. Make the stars in the pages. You can see which pages are important. And you can read your textbook, and then I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so our class finished for today. Okay, class, bye-bye. Good luck with your test and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, bye-bye.